Buongiorno! Today we're reacting to Italy, and the Eurovision is in less than 2 weeks. Anxiety! The song we're listening to is Volevo Essere Duro by Lucio Corsi. Two things that I need to admit: I have listened to the song before, I didn't pay much attention to it, and two, I do speak Italian, and understanding the language sometimes gives you a completely different perspective on a song. So keeping these two things in mind, please subscribe to the channel, it helps me so much. Read the disclaimer and let's go.
Volevo essere un duro che non gli importa del futuro, un robot, un lottatore di sumo, uno spaccino in fuga da un cane lupo alla stazione di Volo.
I love it that someone works in the same position that I usually do. That's how I edit my videos. That's the position I'm sitting in, and I'm always complaining that my back hurts, but I won't change it. It's style. And I also love it that he is dressed in some motifs that remind of childhood, maybe a clown, and he's a sad clown, and he's also sitting in this like maybe a little bit childish position. You know how piano teachers usually say, hey, sit straight, hold your back, keep your posture. And I guess he is here being this kid that goes against the flow. You can see it from the very first moments of the performance that he is doing things his own way, and he's maybe a little bit lost. His makeup emphasizes that he is in his sad and confused phase.
Una gallina dalle uova d'oro, però non sono nessuno, non sono nato
Orchestra.
con la faccia da duro, ho anche paura del buio,
Oh.
se faccio a botte le prendo, così mi truccano gli occhi di nero, ma non ho mai perso tempo, è lui che mi ha lasciato indietro.
It's a very delicate song. He's singing, I think, about the experience of being different and paying the price for it in a way that is not always very pleasant. So sometimes he can be beaten for this and unaccepted, and he prefers that rather than changing his ways of being. And he admits that he is not always the strongest and not always the excellent one. He accepts it and he sings about it.
È un gioco da ragazzi, me lo diceva mamma ed io cadevo giù dagli alberi. Quanto è duro il mondo per quelli normali che hanno poco amore intorno o troppo sole negli occhiali. Volevo essere un duro che non gli importa del futuro, no, un robot, medaglia d'oro di sputo, lo scippatore che t'aspetta nel buio, il re di Porta Portesi.
So theatrical! His whole outfit is really Shakespearean, and the song is so intimate. It's about his experience and his fears and his failures, admitting it in front of such a big audience and connecting to his inner child, being infantile despite of these very serious people around him and the orchestra. It all requires courage.
È un gioco da ragazzi, me lo diceva mamma ed io cadevo giù dagli alberi. Quanto è duro il mondo per quelli normali che hanno poco amore intorno o troppo sole negli occhiali. Volevo essere un duro, però non sono nessuno.
Oh, he has company there.
Cintura bianca di giuro, invece che una stella, uno starnuto.
Wait, it's this guy. What's his name? Speck? No. Was his name Spock? This one. This one. Spock. Wow. Recently started watching Star Trek, so now I am a woman of culture.
Starnuto, i girasoli con gli occhiali mi hanno detto stai attento alla luce e che le lune senza buche sono fregature, che in fondo è inutile fuggire dalle tue paure. Vivere la vita è un gioco da ragazzi. sono altro che luce.
He's so special. It's even difficult to categorize him. I would say, if I have to, I would put him in the category of these weirdos in the most positive sense of this word. People who are completely on their planet, are being truthful to their art and to themselves, and despite not fitting in and maybe therefore living life in a hard way, still do it because that's their mission. And I have a lot of, in Italian there is a word, not sure how to translate it, but it's tenerezza. I think it's maybe tenderness towards such people. I mean, who doesn't want to give him a hug after listening to it? It's like you see an adult, but you actually feel the energy of a child in the most beautiful and pure sensation of it. And how at the end he wasn't sure how to communicate to the audience. It's a different kind of performance from what I've seen so far in this Eurovision. I think that this song will be very popular, especially in Italy, because the lyrics there are very poetic, goosebumpish. I also think, and I always say it, that there are two sides of this coin. When you are singing in your local language in Eurovision, you from one hand introduce the wide audience to your local language and culture, but on the other side you are taking the risk because definitely people who are the speakers of the language understand it much better, not only in the sense of lyrics, but in the deeper sense of connection and maybe some quotations or expressions or basically the cultural vibe that the lyrics sometimes carry. Also, because he's mentioning his own name and he's saying io sono Lucio, like I'm just Lucio, I wanted to be tough, but hey, I am what I am with all my fears and insecurities and weaknesses. This thing also might have two sides. From one hand, when a singer includes their own name, it's kind of telling their own story and their story is unique to them. But on the other hand, this phrase can become a metaphor. So people might start saying io sono Lucio in a sense that I am who I am. This phrase might become something that people will just say for the sake of letting people know, hey, what you see is what you get. Io sono Lucio. I do not think that this is a winning material just because it is such a standalone genre. I do think that musically, poetically, aesthetically, this song is a very powerful, beautiful creation of art, but maybe in the Eurovision event, it might get a little bit overshadowed by other songs, and that's okay. I think that some songs, they still have their place and their continuous existence in people's hearts and ears. And I think many people can see themselves in this song and maybe even drop a tear or two or three to it. I will say that I really love it and good luck, Lucio, in or out of Eurovision. Thank you for sharing your talent and keep surprising us with your amazing art. And that is it for Italy. I'll see you in my next video. Latvia.